Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Factorio Bob's mods with Angel's Ores. I've been playing just a tiny bit between episodes here, Alright, so it's been like a week since I actually played this campaign, and I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff with Factorio, with Stejo, and then also just messing around with regular Bob's mods, and so I hadn't had a chance to come back to this one in a while. So I'd update some of my mods. I added a few things like Foreman, and I think we had already added warehousing to this when I had last played it. And then we were streaming the other day as well, and I had spent some time after ending the last episode just kind of looking around a little bit, trying to see if we could figure out exactly how well these ore crushers were going to work. Not these ones specifically. We were up here. We were using the ore crusher Mark IIIs. So those are the new level ore crushers. I was trying to see exactly like how many of these things we could do. These are all up to Mark IIIs as well. Ended up going long-handed inserters into storage warehouses. Now, these storage warehouses could eventually end up holding on to other things if the robots run out of storage, because they are storage. They're effectively large logistics storage chests. But they can also hold 2,000 stacks of items. So that's a lot of stuff, which is good. I've noticed that my FPS is kind of slipping occasionally depending on what I'm doing, so this mod pack is definitely putting some strain on the system here. The thing that I was going to go work on next was I wanted to get some... Let's see, we're storing iron ore. We're making a lot of iron ore right now. Somewhere. Right here. These ore sorting facility Mark IIIs are creating pure iron ore from crushed sapphirite and crushed jivolite. So we've got this sapphirite ore coming in, which then heads all the way over here. Gets crushed. The stone bits get stored, and then we're forcing a full belt down. And we're also crushing some of this jivolite over here. These are also Mark III crushers doing the same thing, sending the stone back up and mixing it in with the other area. And then from that we get pure iron ore. These machines seem to be running just fine. We've got plenty of input. Looks like they're occasionally blocked yellow, means that they can't quite handle the output. Yep, every now and then they need to pause for a second to give the one machine here a break. So, we could just double the number of inserters, or, I think simpler would be to go to a... Should we just go to a stack inserter? Let's see, a stack inserter has energy consumption of 132 kilowatts versus 46. So it's more than twice as expensive, and the drain is twice as expensive, and the components are more expensive, so no. We'll just go with another inserter. Face you this way at first, just so you don't do it wrong. Okay, you, I believe, were far-sighted. I was rotating them. Looks like it's not actually necessary. Considering it's all going to the same place, there's no difference at all. Just gonna get side-loaded here anyway. Alright, so yeah, we've got 34,000 iron ore here. This is a passive provider warehouse. I think what we'll do then is, since we want some of this passive stuff to get stored up, we want to keep that there. Let's bring you down this way instead. Another mod that I've recently installed and I'm not actually completely used to yet is the Easy Belt Laying mod. I had used it a long time ago in the past, and then started using it again recently. And it changes the way that your cursor moves around as you're placing down belt, and it can be really convenient, but it also can kind of mess you up if you're used to it being the other way. So, we'll see. The reason I wanted to move that thing is I want to put down a logistics storage warehouse, which we don't have enough brick or wood for, apparently. Pause auto trash. At this point, I'm not really exactly sure what my goal is. I mean, we're just trying to play Bob's Mods. I'm trying to get technology going again. We're stuck still on laser rifle ammo 3. There, it's just finally finished. We had a little bit of a silicon shortage. There's still plenty of things in the factory that are not actually tied to logistic network, so it's possible that they can just get shut down if I don't go and check on them all. But we'll handle those problems as they appear. There is plenty of wood elsewhere. Like, I don't need to be chopping down trees right now. I'd like to get a personal roboport. I've gotten used to playing with them since I made a mod pack, a mod that actually starts you with them. Okay, let's see. We don't even have the capacity to do fancy pants research. We need to turn off the specialty research. Non-standard recipes are now disabled because it's not going to be able to do those. We don't want it to try to research those right now. What do I need? I need armor. We need modular armor, which requires us to do speed modules. All right, fine. So we can't apparently even get modular armor until we actually do the speed module thing. So that's going to have to wait. No point in doing that thing then. Logistic System 2 gives us these passive provider chests that are apparently Bob's version of larger ones. More character logistics slots would be very handy right now. Anyway, I need some brick. Yeah, if I had more character logistics slots, we wouldn't have this shortage right now. Where is the brick? This is stone. We're storing tons of this stuff. These chests are actually almost... Well, no, they're not anywhere near full, but they can hold a lot. I need brick. There's the brick. But I can make some more of these bigger chests. Storage warehouses. I think what we'll do is let's set up a little requester chest here that's going to make these for us. Okay, so... We'll move you to a different spot. You're putting brick into the network for me, which is good. Are you wired up? Yes, you want to have less than 2,000 brick in the network. Less than 2,000 of that in the network. That's fine. Alright, so here we're going to start creating then these logistics storage warehouses. You don't need to request the... okay, apparently we're going to make regular warehouses first. That's where our brick's going to come from. Wow. Yeah, so the default setting is setting it to 50 times the amount necessary, which is why the numbers are so huge. This is clearly going to be way too much. We're going to need to go down to... Let's just divide it all by 10. Okay, and then the brick doesn't need to be requested because we're getting the brick from right here. Okay. Wooden chests get made nowhere. These two things do get made elsewhere. Wooden chests need to get made. We gotta let these robots take care of this. This is a Bob's Mods factory. I'm trying on occasion to make the bus like pretty-ish, but... Alright, and then you want regular wood, which I don't think we're actually even making. Looking for that wood. Ah, here. Okay, so that's going to deliver some wood. Let's request like 200. And a come in, that gets turned into wood, wood gets made into boxes, boxes go into the chest. Let's wire this chest to that chest. You will only put in if that chest has fewer wooden boxes than 50. You'll make chests for me. I have some power issues on occasion. I'm still sitting on 160 of these regular steam engines, which is just not enough. It's probably about time to upgrade to the steam engine Mark IIs, possibly even the steam engine Mark IIIs. Clearly the steam engine Mark IIs needs to happen. But I want to get back to working on the bus. Alright, and so you're wired up to only make... We've got those things taken care of. Upgrade a regular warehouse into a storage warehouse is going to require the warehouse, a regular storage chest, some iron, some steel chests. We were already requesting steel here, yes? Yes, we are. These don't actually need to be here. Order the steel chests. Order the bricks. Just those components. Okay. Aren't you making steel chests? I think we're making those elsewhere, but I'd rather just make them here. Right now we're making a bunch of these electrical chemical furnaces in our inventory because Handy Hands is keeping busy, but that's alright. You're going to make the next phase, which is going to be our storage warehouses. So you'll have access to these two. We'll put another requester chest in there. We'll copy paste everything in and then get rid of the ones that we already got. So we got the steel chests being made, and we got the warehouses being made. So you're requesting in iron, a lot of iron. Again, I think I'll cut this in. Actually, no. You know, a lot of iron's fine. This chest can hold 48 things. Why did they settle in on 48? I wonder. Electronic circuit boards are being made slowly. Storage chests is the only thing that we don't have. And actually, I'd kind of like, you know what? I'd like to set it up in a line with these first, followed by the second most important, which I think is going to be the passive provider warehouses. We'll even do requester warehouses and active provider warehouses, even though I don't expect we're going to need very many of them. I'm still partial to doing power this way. Let's just start with 10. Since the robots are going to be moving stuff around anyway. Whatever. Visually, that kind of helps me to see it. Steel's being brought in. You are not allowed to work because there's enough of them in the system. Okay, that's good. You're allowed to work, but you're constantly waiting on steel plate. And it looks like there's just not enough steel plate here. Only 50 is being delivered right now. I think we need to up steel production. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out exactly how much are you requesting. You're requesting 750 chests, and you require 15. 750 divided by 15, that is enough for 50 items. I feel like maybe that default's a bit high. That is my small fixes mod. We should adjust that. I'm going to fix that right now. 50 is just kind of crazy high. Black screen for just a second while I close and reload Factorio. All fixes, adjust. Config.lua. Requester paste multiplier is not going to be 50 times as much. Let's just make it 20 for now, which is still pretty high. Alright, check if it's open in another program. It's not, I can assure you. Oh, come on. For crying out loud, you stupid program. Trying to update a zip database here, and it's saying that it's open in another program, even though it's not, because it just closed Factorio. You're full of it, game. Alright, now we're good. I think there might even be a way to adjust that while you're in-game. I'm not sure. This mod pack definitely takes a little while to load. It's fun. I like it. All that is just to change the default request paste multiplier. Alright, so now we've got, you know, huge numbers. Saner numbers. So I suppose No, they are not the same between every chest. Each one of these needs to upgrade from one specific thing to another. The other thing I should probably get started on is making some solar, but I'd like to finish this task before I work on something else. So this is going to mirror that production then. And these guys do have the same production requirements. We can just copy that way. Okay. Let's set it up so that the output for these guys is just going to go directly into this chest, and we'll wire each one to the chest ahead of them. Because I think... Actually, no. I think that I want to be able to have access to both. Go to the chests on this side. Extra inputs on this side. Asset providers. We'll wire these guys up to the network. We want to have a 50 on hand at all times. Copy paste that down, and then change the one over to the right chest type. It was really handy having Foreman again. I'd gotten so used to having it, and then I stopped having it. Alright, so things are being delivered. These are going to get created. As long as all three components are being delivered, that must mean that they are connected to the network, so everything's fine there. We have our outputs, so you will make things eventually, and eventually those things will get updated. You have 5 inputs, one of which is a warehouse. The warehouses are being requested, but they're made very slowly because there's just never enough steel here. So yeah, steel production seems to be what's stopping this from happening. But this is working. We'll end up with the right number of things. We'll have 50 of each of the regular chests and up to 10 of the bigger chests. Now I could go smaller, right? Instead of doing the warehouse, we could do the active provider storehouse, which is a 3x3 entity. These guys can hold 300 storage size, but a 3x3 entity, that's 9 tiles. With just regular chests, 9 times 48, you could have 432. So I don't really see much of a justification for using these unless you really need to have access to more inserters on the same chest. But if you're going to do that, I figure why not just go for the bigger one and have increased storage size. So eventually, once I've updated all of the chests that we have in the game, I think I'm going to disable the silo mod from Angel's Ore Silos, because I don't see any purpose to them. They also functionally add nothing that Warehouse doesn't already add. So there's really not much of a purpose to it. A couple of these builds are pretty sparse. Looks like our regular circuit production, the green circuit, and our blue circuit production is crap. Let's see why. We are lacking basic electronic components because we don't have enough carbon. There's a carbon shortage. Don't necessarily need to upgrade these belts, but I'm here, so I might as well, right? These inserters, I think, should be sped up as well. Unfortunately, if I use the upgrade planner, they're not going to get upgraded. And even if I just do this regularly, they're also not going to get upgraded, so... Alright, you need to be a little bit longer inputs. And some of these guys should try to be near-handed. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. We're going to go figure out what this carbon issue is in a moment. Before we do that, yeah, I'm going to take that break though. So, thank you for watching as always. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.